Good gamers, and what it do? It's your boy J-Bo, aka the Old Man Gaming Guru, and we gonna get into this Xbox era interview with Pimpn Phil Spencer that they released yesterday. Man, let's check this out. I'm gonna see if I can't translate a little bit of this corporate jargon for you in a layman's terms. You feel me? Let's get it.
I think it's just being honest and transparent about where the games are showing. And we actually even had this discussion last year for June Showcase. And we couldn't, by the time we kind of made our decision, we couldn't get all of the assets done. And it felt weird to have some of them in and some of them out. But I just want to be transparent with people for shipping.
Transparent. Letting y'all know he been lying to you for a long time. This man said they was ready to let the news go last year in June, but they decided not to. Why? Was it to mislead Xbox gamers? Was it because the assets weren't ready? We'll never know the true answer to that. But in Pimpn Phil fashion, you can notice the faces of despair from the Xbox era crew. Because nobody likes being lied to. I don't care who you are, if it's your girl, if it's a corporation, your boss. It don't matter. Don't nobody like being lied to, bro. But let's keep it moving.
On Nintendo Switch, we're going to put that. We're shipping on PlayStation. We're on Steam. Like, people should know with the storefronts where they can get our games. But I want people to be able to experience our Xbox kind of community and our games and everything we have to offer on every screen we can. And obviously not every screen is equal. Like, there's certain things we can't do on the other closed platforms that we can do on open platforms, clouds, different. But games should be the thing that we're focused on. And this strategy that we have allows us to do big games while also supporting our native platform, from hardware to the platform and services that we have. And that's going to be our approach. And I know it's not what everybody else is doing, but I just believe games should be the thing that's at the forefront. Maybe it's because of how I've grown up in this industry.
Or maybe it's because y'all made some dumbass decisions and then killed off Xbox. Maybe that's why. It ain't the industry. No, everybody ain't doing it because they don't have to. You guys are the only ones that ran out and spent $80 billion to gobble up the industry. You tried to gobble up the gaming industry and in true Microsoft fashion, just come in and buy up everything. If you've been rocking with me a minute, you know I already covered that these fools tried to buy Nintendo outright just to get into the console space. Don't let this man trick you. Hey, they've been knowing this for a long time. He knew it before he announced it was only 4 games. But let's keep going.
Building games. But I think the games are the things that I see growing in their strength in our what we're doing. Yeah. And it's because more people can play. So yeah, I'm just trying to be open and transparent with people.
Their worry is, oh, will they be the Sega that just becomes third party? And it's like, no, the feeling that we always get is that the focus is the more places you are, the more your platform can still go. So just trying to alleviate worries in our community about the future of Xbox's platform itself has definitely been.
Now you seen him look off to the side like, I can't believe this dude is still asking me this. I literally done broke it down to y'all what's going on. Xbox is done, bro. If you don't take away after this next segment that the Xbox console is no more and there will be no next generation Xbox, I really don't know what to tell you, man. As you can see, body language is everything. Phil is constantly shaking his head no. Now, why would he be shaking his head no if they had plans on bringing out any kind of console hardware in the future? Just pay attention to how he snake his way around this question and how he brushes it off and immediately starts to talk about the cloud and other screens.
For a while. And I just want to show respect to the people who voice their concerns to me. Like, I get it. And it's not, I would never disrespect anybody who comes with me a concern. I've got a library of games on Xbox console. I want to make sure I'll continue to be able to play those games. Are we going to still do hardware? Are we going to still get to play the games the way we've always played? Am I going to have to rent all my games? Can I still buy games? Like all the, I get it. Like I get the questions. I think we've shown respect for people's libraries over the generation with back and pad and play anywhere, and I want to continue to do that. You can buy every game that's in Game Pass. Like there's no thing. We're not trying to funnel everybody into one business model. Play the games the way you want to play them. We obviously have to run a good business, so we'll have our pricing and everything that we do. But I want to make as many options as possible for the games that we have, so they find more and more players. It's why us like embracing Windows and embracing cloud. It's allowed us to grow. It's one of our fastest growing regions for us right now is Asia, and it's not because we're selling more consoles in Asia, but through cloud and PC, we're finding more users year over year than any other place. The fastest kind of platform is cloud. That's the thing that's growing the fastest year over year, and those are players like you were talking about your friend or the UK, the
high school,
like
Exactly. No mention of doing anything hardware-wise. Cloud, screens. Cloud and screens will be the new focus. You got to understand what he mean when he's saying this. So if you invest in an Xbox, he's going to respect your library. You'll be able to play it on PC. And they probably working on some type of partnership with PlayStation and Nintendo where you'll be able to access your library there through the cloud. See, what you got to understand is they never wanted to do hardware in the first place. Bill Gates said it himself. You don't dabble in hardware when your primary focus is software. And now we see all the chickens coming home to roost. They were never competitive. As far as I'm concerned, the Xbox 360 era, which is given to them as being the most competitive ever, was all a farce. Inflated, they was counting red ring of death replacements for 3 years before the FTC stepped in and made them stop. So y'all gotta stop being delusional, man. It's a wrap. It's a done deal. I hate to see it because we have no idea what PlayStation is gonna do, being a true king and dictator of the gaming space. I already know they probably gonna stop porting the PC like real soon, because why would I port my games to PC when I can force your hand and make you buy a PlayStation? It just don't make no sense. So be prepared for anything and expect nothing. I'm telling you that now. Let's keep it going.
We were never going to catch that person with our console. And so let's find them in a way that works, and it's better for Indiana Jones. It's better for Xbox. Yeah, I mean, it's the people who talk about video games, like the state of the game industry, press and community, and all like.
Now this was just after they asked him, ask us a question, flip the script a little bit, let us know what's going on, let us know what's on your mind. And Phil, basically, it's putting them on notice. It's done. It's over with. Being an Xbox creator is a thing of the past. It's time to shift your focus. It's time to, quote unquote, be neutral and be honest with the people. That's what time it is. If that's not what you get out of this, I really don't know what to tell you. He's put everybody on notice. He also gonna drop another little tidbit. I'll get back with you in a second.
Just in constant evolution. We see it. It's not like the industry itself isn't either. But I'm just curious, like from where you sit, should we, as people who, like someone who consumes, I'm on YouTube, I'm reading stuff, like how should we feel about the state of people like yourselves who get to talk about video games? Like, should we be worried that whole space is going to go away or become corrupted by things? Can it, like people with a real honest voice and just who want to kind of talk constructively about an industry they love, or is there a path for them?
I'm the wrong person to answer.
Notice how he said, honest people, they talk about the things they love. Is it a path for them? Not talking to them directly, but indirectly. Letting them know it's over with, man. You got to be honest with the community and keep it about gaming. No matter what, will it be corrupted? Meaning, will people still push this Xbox, PS5 console war bullcrap for the clicks, for the likes, and for the audiences? At this point in time, it's time for the gaming community to wake up. If anybody is trying to push Xbox on you or trying to tell you it ain't over, it's time to cancel them. And he also go after the fake neutrals, so to speak, in this next couple of sentences. Look, man, there really ain't no such thing as a neutral. I ain't never in my life met nobody that liked Coke and Pepsi equally. That's a lie. If they tell you that, they a weak-minded individual with no spine. They can't pick a side and they can't stand on nothing. That's the wrong person for you to be following. They could try to act like they about gaming, about this and about that. They really not, bro. You could tell in their dissertation. You could tell in the cadence and the way that they talk. All they do is ride trends and waves. I done seen people, especially this past week with the state of play. 1 minute, they didn't like it and it was bad. So when they saw that the consensus on the internet was hyping it up and being excited about it, they immediately pivoted and started talking about something else positive about PlayStation. Whether it was the numbers, whether it was games that they actually liked. I saw one guy give the state of play like a 7.5 and then proceeded to name like 5 games he excited about. Well, my brother, seeing is that you an older person, ain't no way in the hell you gave it a 7.5 when we come from a generation where we only got 3 or 4 good games the entire year and was happy with that shit. Like, let's keep it real, man. Let's let Phil finish talking his talk. You know what I'm saying?
To that, because I'm always open to bribery with free games. So I'm the wrong person to answer that. John's probably better.
We'll let the businessman answer real quick.
I'll swoop in. I think the reason we started what we started nearly 6 years ago now, which is crazy. Yeah. Last year was the first time at Gamescom that we'd all ever actually met. Which is like, considering what we've done. The support we've had, the relationships we now have with publishers across the board, and the one thing that we started with and we've stuck to is we refuse and we will not stoop to manipulating a consumer's anger or fear to get money. And I think that's the biggest problem that the industry faces across the board.
Anger or fear, but they definitely will manipulate their love and excitement about a console. I'm telling you, bro. The gaming industry, as far as creation and content and journalism go, it ain't nothing but a bunch of shills, man, that play on the emotions of the audience, bro. If these dudes had their thumb or had their ear in the streets or was actually knowledgeable about what was going on, they would have seen this coming a very long time ago, way before the Xbox Series S and X even released. The writing was on the wall at the end of the 360 days, to keep it a whole buck with you. But let's see what else they got to say here, man.
It is this rage bait across YouTube, across any website really, and it's this lowest common denominator, scraping the bottom of the barrel because the clicks. And I think if you've got a community that can support you with a good, honest voice, and you maintain your own integrity in terms of how you feel about things, you'll succeed. Yeah. And I think we've proven that that's the case.
That's right.
There you go. Let's be big poignant to wrap things up.
No, I love it. Because sometimes it makes me long for magazine subscriptions, where you subscribe to a magazine, and that's kind of what you guys are, right? And it's you're paying
He's
on
gonna
a
show you
regular
something.
basis for the quality of the dialogue, and exactly.
We nearly did one. That's just as a test.
Yeah.
It's content from our website, just put into a quarterly mag, but it's hard to produce.
Otherwise, it's just who write. It's like, what do they call it? Search engine optimization or something.
Yes.
Like, and it like I have friends in the industry. I'm not like, I obviously do something different, but as somebody who's looking for kind of balanced discussion, not all positive. Like, we should be constructive and talk about things that aren't working for us as players as well. But
he let the cat out the bag. Pretty much putting y'all on notice. His friends won't be controlling the algorithm anymore. Will they let gaming content and gaming journalism get to the people the way it should through a true algorithm? Or will they continue to manipulate the algorithm and you see 80% Xbox-centric stuff? I think he put them on notice, let them know, hey, we not doing that no more. So y'all need to tighten up and switch cores because it's over with.
So sorry to make it a heavy question, but it is where my head's at.
It's a good one.
It's the one we think about all the time.
Yeah, right. You ain't thinking about nothing. But I'm going to wrap it up for today, man. This just give you a little insight in layman terms about what's going on with Xbox. It's pretty much over with. It's crazy because I started out as a big Xbox fan back in the OG Xbox days. Then I moved to 360. But I saw the writing on the wall in like 2009. I was fully gone from Xbox. I'd say in 2011, 2012, somewhere around there. I already knew the first time they went day and date on PC and started pushing this PC narrative, it was over with for them. Why? Because they own Windows. That's why. What you need a console for if you're going to get that operating system sale every time somebody get a PC. But that'll do it for me today, man. It's been your boy, Old Man Gaming Guru, and I'm up out of here.